You bought your first gun. Now you want to learn how to use it properly. So you go online. Within 5 minutes, you are overwhelmed. YouTube channels with hundreds of thousands of subscribers telling you to buy this optic or that ammunition. Forums where every question turns into a 100-comment argument. Websites that are just thinly disguised affiliate link farms. Instagram influencers shooting exotic guns you will never afford while pushing discount codes. And you have no idea who to trust, who is giving you real information and who is selling you something. Today we are breaking down where to actually learn about firearms in 2026, the best YouTube channels, the best forums, the best websites, and how to spot the difference between education and advertising. By the end of this video, you will know exactly where to go for honest information that will make you a better shooter. Subscribe right now because this is the roadmap nobody else will give you. No affiliates, no sponsors, just the truth about where to learn. Let's go. Before we dive into specific resources, let me teach you how to spot quality information versus marketing. This skill matters more than any specific recommendation I can give you. First, look at monetization. Does the channel or website make money from affiliates? If yes, every recommendation is suspect. They get paid when you click their links and buy products. That creates bias. Even good people with good intentions will unconsciously favor products that pay them commissions. This does not mean all affiliate content is bad, but you need to know it exists. Second, look at sponsorships. Does the content creator have sponsors? Gun companies, optic companies, ammunition companies? If yes, they cannot give you honest reviews of competing products. You will never see a sponsored creator trash their sponsor's product. Third, look at expertise. Does the person creating content have real credentials, military experience, law enforcement background, competition wins, professional training instructor certification, or are they just a guy with a camera and an opinion? Opinions are fine, but they are not expertise. Fourth, look at production value versus information density. Channels with high production value and low information density are entertainment, not education. If you watch a 10-minute video and learn one thing, that is entertainment. If you watch a 10-minute video and learn 10 things, that is education. Both have value, but do not confuse them. Fifth, look for corrections and updates. Does the creator admit when they are wrong? Do they update old videos when new information comes out? Or do they double down on bad takes to protect their ego? Quality educators correct mistakes. Entertainers defend positions. Now let's talk about specific resources. YouTube is the best and worst place to learn about firearms. Best because there is unlimited free content from people who actually know what they are doing. Worst because there is unlimited free content from people who have no idea what they are doing, but look confident on camera. Here is how to navigate it. Look for channels focused on education, not entertainment. Educational channels have longer videos with detailed explanations. They cover fundamentals, grip, stance, trigger control, sight alignment. They do not just shoot guns and talk about how cool they are. Look for channels that show their work. They cite sources, they reference studies, they explain why, not just what. Look for channels run by people with credentials, competition shooters, military veterans, law enforcement trainers, people who have used guns professionally, not just recreationally. Look for channels that do not push products. No affiliate links in descriptions, no sponsor reads in videos, no discount codes. When someone is not making money from selling you things, their advice is more trustworthy. And look for channels that cover topics you will never see on mainstream gun channels: legal issues, insurance, de-escalation. The stuff that matters in real life but does not get views. Those channels care more about helping you than entertaining you. Avoid channels that are just gear reviews. Gear review channels exist to sell you things through affiliate links. Every review is positive because negative reviews do not generate clicks and sales. Avoid channels run by influencers with no real credentials. If their entire background is YouTube, they are entertainers, not educators. Avoid channels obsessed with politics. Gun rights are important, but if every video is about the Second Amendment and not about shooting skills, you are watching propaganda, not education. And avoid channels that promise quick fixes. Master pistol shooting in 30 days. The one weird trick for accuracy. If it sounds like a fitness infomercial, it is selling you fantasy, not reality. Forums are the next resource. Online forums have been around longer than YouTube and they contain decades of accumulated knowledge. But forums also contain decades of accumulated bullshit. Here is how to use them effectively. Lurk before you post. Spend weeks reading old threads. Learn the community culture. Understand who the experts are and who the loudmouths are. Every forum has both. When you do post, search first. Your question has been asked 100 times. Read the old threads before starting a new one. This shows respect and saves everyone time. When you get advice, check credentials. Is the person answering your question a competition shooter, a veteran, a trainer, or just a guy with strong opinions? Credentials matter. Cross-reference advice. If one person tells you something, verify it with other sources. Forums are full of confident wrong answers. And be skeptical of consensus. Just because everyone agrees does not mean everyone is right. Popular opinions are not always correct opinions. The best firearms forums focus on specific niches. Competition shooting forums like Brian Enos Forum for USPSA and practical shooting. Precision rifle forums for long-range shooting. Defensive pistol forums for carry and home defense. Niche forums have higher signal-to-noise ratios. General gun forums are chaos. Everyone has an opinion on everything and most opinions are worthless. Avoid forums where every thread turns into a political argument. Avoid forums where brand loyalty trumps objective analysis. Glock versus SIG threads that go 300 comments deep are entertainment, not education. And avoid forums where new shooters get ridiculed for asking basic questions. Toxic communities do not help anyone learn. Websites and blogs are hit or miss. Most gun websites are affiliate farms. Every article ends with product links. The content exists to drive clicks and sales, not to educate. But some websites prioritize information over monetization. Look for websites run by professional trainers, people who make their living teaching shooting, not selling products. Their content is designed to support their training business, not affiliate commissions. Look for websites with long-form articles, 2,000-word deep dives into specific topics. Short listicles with product links are marketing. Long articles with citations and explanations are education. Look for websites that cover legal and ethical issues, use of force law, concealed carry reciprocity, insurance options. These topics do not generate affiliate revenue, so only serious sites cover them. And look for websites with active comment sections where the author engages with readers. Quality educators respond to questions and criticism. Marketers post and ghost. Books are underrated. Everyone wants video content, but books are often better for learning fundamentals. A good book on pistol shooting contains more useful information than 100 YouTube videos. Why? Because books require effort to produce. Authors spend months or years writing them. Editors review them. The barrier to entry filters out casual bullshit. Look for books written by champions and professionals, competition winners, military instructors, law enforcement trainers, people who have proven expertise. Look for books focused on fundamentals, not gear, grip, stance, trigger control, mental game. These principles do not change. Gear does. And look for books that have been around for decades and are still recommended. Classics remain classics because they work. New books need to prove themselves. Avoid books written by influencers with no credentials. Avoid books that are just product catalogs. And avoid books promising secret techniques. There are no secrets in shooting, just fundamentals practiced correctly over time. In-person training is the gold standard. No amount of YouTube or forum reading replaces actual instruction from a qualified teacher, but in-person training is expensive and not everyone can access it. If you can afford it, prioritize it. Look for instructors with professional credentials, NRA certified, USCCA certified, competition background, military or law enforcement experience. Look for instructors who teach fundamentals, not tactics. Grip and trigger control matter more than room-clearing drills. Look for instructors with good reputations in the community. Ask around, check reviews, talk to people who have taken their classes, and look for instructors who focus on safety and skill development, not selling you things. If the class is a sales pitch for the instructor's preferred gear, find a different instructor. Avoid instructors whose only credential is YouTube. Avoid instructors who promise to make you an operator in a weekend. And avoid instructors who spend more time talking about their credentials than teaching you to shoot. Real instructors teach. Posers talk. Here is my complete learning path for new shooters. Start with a book on fundamentals. Learn the theory. Understand what you should be doing. Then watch educational YouTube channels that demonstrate those fundamentals. See what correct technique looks like. Then go to the range and practice. Film yourself if possible. Compare your technique to what you learned. Join a forum focused on your specific interest. Ask questions. Get feedback. Read old threads. Learn from people who have been where you are. If you can afford it, take an in-person class. Get professional feedback on your technique. Then go back to the range and practice what you learned. Repeat this cycle. Read, watch, practice, ask, learn, repeat. This is how you get better. Not by buying the newest gun or the coolest optic. By learning fundamentals and practicing them correctly. And here is what not to do. Do not learn from Instagram. Instagram is entertainment. Short videos of people shooting cool guns in cool locations with cool editing. There is no education there. Do not learn from TikTok. Same problem, worse platform. Do not learn from gun shop employees unless they have real credentials. Most gun shop employees are enthusiasts, not experts. They know what they like, not what works. Do not learn from online arguments. No one has ever won an internet argument and learned something useful. And do not learn from ego. The loudest voice is not the correct voice. The person with the most followers is not the most knowledgeable. Humble yourself. Admit what you do not know. Seek real teachers. And put in the work. Here is the hard truth. Most people do not want to learn. They want to feel like they are learning while actually just consuming entertainment. They watch gun videos for fun, not education. They scroll forums for entertainment, not knowledge. They buy guns and gear because it feels like progress even though they cannot shoot the guns they already own. If you actually want to get better, you have to do the work. That means dry fire practice when no one is watching. That means slow fire drills that are boring. That means filming yourself shooting and watching the footage even though it is humbling. That means reading books instead of watching videos. That means taking classes from people who will tell you what you are doing wrong. Most people will not do this. Most people will keep watching YouTube, keep buying gear, keep thinking they are making progress, and they will plateau at mediocre skill level forever. Do not be most people. So where should you actually go to learn? Here is my honest answer. Find 1 or 2 YouTube channels run by credentialed instructors. Watch their fundamentals content. Then turn off YouTube and go practice. Find 1 forum focused on your specific interest. Lurk for a month. Learn who the experts are. Then ask your questions to those specific people. Ignore everyone else. Buy 1 classic book on shooting fundamentals. Read it cover to cover. Then read it again. Highlight. Take notes. Apply what you learn. And if you can afford it, take 1 professional class per year. Get real feedback from a real instructor. That is it. You do not need 100 YouTube subscriptions. You do not need to join 10 forums. You do not need a library of books. You need focused learning from quality sources, and then you need to practice. The gun industry wants you to believe that learning requires buying. Better gear, more guns, cooler accessories. That is marketing. Learning requires time and effort, not money. You can become an excellent shooter with a $400 pistol, a case of cheap ammunition, and free educational content. Or you can stay mediocre forever with a $2,000 gun, premium ammo, and 1,000 hours of YouTube entertainment. The choice is yours. That is the guide. Where to learn about firearms in 2026. YouTube channels run by credentialed instructors. Forums focused on your specific interest. Websites by professional trainers. Books on fundamentals. In-person classes when possible. And the discipline to practice what you learn instead of just consuming content. If this video helped you understand where to actually learn, share it with someone who needs direction. Subscribe because next week we are covering something practical, home defense setup, what you actually need versus what companies try to sell you, room clearing myths, safe placement, legal considerations. Hit that notification bell. See you in the next one.